aside from your 4 required compliance documents, you will be asked to upload 4 optional compliance documents. You only need to upload these documents one time within your program at Hack. So once they're in our Complio database, you'll never have to upload them again. They do not expire. So those 4 documents are the NACCE Code of Ethics, the Hack Program Standards, the Mandated Reporter Training Certificate, and the Hack Cell Phone Policy. Now, 2 of these categories are going to be electronically signed on the database, and 2 of these categories are going to be uploaded. So let's start with the electronic signing. Our NACCE Code of Ethics and our cell phone policy are going to be signed electronically. So you're going to do some different things on those. The first thing you're going to do is go to Enter Requirement. And then it will open up a new window, and it looks like you can click here. But what happens when you click here is nothing. And I know some of our students have been running into a problem with this. So what you do instead is go down here and select a requirement, and you select your NACCE Code of Ethics. That's going to open a window. You're going to put in the date, and for today's date, right now it's the 7th. And for the document, this is not necessary because that document that's for something else. The signature date would be the same thing. And then you will click on the PDF for complete document. What this will bring up is our NACCE Code of Ethics, and you should have read this when you were in 110 or 111. And what you need to do is you need to read through the statement of commitment and make sure that you feel comfortable agreeing to all of these commitments. If you are comfortable making sure that you can follow the NACCE Code of Ethical Conduct, you can see today's date or the date that you selected is right there. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sign here. So you're going to sign electronically again. This is harder than it looks. And there's my signature. And if you want to try again, you can hit clear signature. It doesn't really matter what it looks like though. And you will save it. And now you will close the window. And this is now going to be fulfilling the requirement for the NACCE Code of Ethics. For our cell phone policy, it does have a pop-up window, and it says you can click here, and it also shows you can click here. Those do not work for whatever reason. So again, go over to Enter Requirement. Again, we're not going to use the boxes up here. We're going to go under Select a Requirement and select the Hack Cell Phone Policy. Scroll down. You're going to put in the date again and the signature date. And then you'll come over to the complete document and you'll pull up the cell phone policy. There it is. Read through that. It's really important. It will have your name come up. This is my name for my test account. It will have my date. And it looks like you'd sign right here, but instead you're going to scroll down and you're going to sign in the box. Okay. Then you'll hit Save, and eventually you'll hit Close. I'm not going to do that one for you. Now, those are your 2 electronic components. Our Hack Program Standards and our Mandated Reporter Training are not electronically signed. So what you'll do for those is you can scroll over top, and what you need to do is click on here, and this time it does work. And you'll see there are our Hack Program Standards. You need to print off this form. You can also get this form from your instructor, but it's right here on the website. You might as well just print it off from here. You have to go through once it's printed, and you have to check every box. Don't just check them, read them, and make sure that you can commit to this, because we will hold you. This is a contract that you can follow these standards. If there's anything that you can't physically do, you need to contact your instructor about that. But there is a page right there. Then what you'll need to do is you'll need to read through these statements and initial each one. And then what you're going to do is you're going to have this form signed, dated, and then get your instructor's signature and date it. That's the other reason why we need to have that printed. So once you have that printed, you're going to take a picture of it with your phone. You're going to scan it. Some way you need to get it in electronic form. And I want to remind you, we need to have all pages in electronic form. So don't just give me the top sheet or the back sheet. I need all the pages. So then what you'll do is you'll go over to enter requirement, and you'll basically go through the steps we used last time. You'll select the requirement, and that's our HACC program standards. You will, right here, these are the other things that you've already uploaded. It's not one of those. What you'll do is you'll go to Browse, and you'll find that document that you just scanned or you just took a picture with your phone. Wherever that is saved, you'll upload that. You'll put in today's date, and you'll submit it. Okay, I didn't do those steps. I didn't scan it, but you know how to do that because you've already done that for your other compliance documents. The same thing is true for the mandated reporter training certificate. There's nothing to print. You need to go to www.reportabusep.pitt.edu and do the mandated reporter training to obtain the certificate. It's typically a 2 to 2.5 hour training. You don't have to do it all at once. But you'll go there, you'll complete your training, and then when you have your certificate saved electronically, what you'll do is go to enter requirement. And again, you'll select your requirement, you'll select your certificate. That's what you're going to upload. You're going to browse your documents and select it, put in the date, and submit it. And that's how you can become compliant in the optional categories. Now, typically, in Education 110 and 111, you'll do the NAEYC Code of Conduct and the HACC program standards and also the cell phone policy. If you are joining Complio after Education 110 and 111, you will just go ahead and do that again. The mandated reporting certificate is done in Education 180, but if you're at the Gettysburg campus, you will have to do the mandated reporter training in 110 because it is required for your placement in Head Start. This is how we get compliant in our optional categories.